What's up, you guys? Welcome to Boss Level 8, where we make fun of movie critics. This time we are looking at Holmes and Watson, and we're going to look at all of the hate comments that it got on Rotten Tomatoes. People do not like this movie, critics and audiences alike, so this is bound to be really, really funny. Before we get started, if it's your first time here, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the little bell right next to it so you can get notified every single time we have a new video out. Now let's take a look at these hate comments. Painfully unfunny. Walked out after 20 minutes. At least I got my money back. Too bad 20 minutes of my life is gone forever. I guess, but it's probably more than that. Because that's 20 minutes of the movie. If you saw any of the trailers, you're not going to get that back. If you bought a soda or took a piss beforehand, and you had to drive to and from the theater, so it's probably more than that. Not to make it worse for you, but yeah, you lost a lot of your life there. It's just like someone's like, man, I'm having the roughest day. I just lost my job. I missed the bus, so I had to walk all the way here. And you're like, yeah, and you look like shit too. But I saw Holmes and Watson. What did you do?
Makes the Charlie's Angels movies look like Academy Award winners. Waste of time, but the popcorn was good and the seats comfy. If you have good seats at home, stay there and save your time and money. In my heart of hearts, Charlie's Angels were Academy Award winners. All of them, even the old shows. Right here, because Bill Murray was in the new ones.
So to you, the Charlie's Angels TV show is good enough to win an Academy Award, which is only for movies.
Yes, because
Bill Murray is not in that.
Because Bill Murray was in the new movies.
Okay, that breaks every bit of my brain. A movie so terrible, it's funny. No?
As bad as everyone is saying. I mean, I kind of feel like no one's talking about it. I didn't technically pay to see it, so it's a sound film.
Not original in humor. Walked out 15 minutes in. Don't spend your money on this movie. Man, you didn't. 15 minutes isn't even enough time to figure out if a movie is going to be good or not. I'm sorry. Like, you can't tell if a movie's good 15 minutes into the movie. It could definitely be a bad opener and then like, yeah, no. It's not like you have deal breakers, or maybe you do. What is it, speed dating? Speed movieing? Is that what you're doing? Walk in and be like, oh, this movie doesn't want to have kids, I'm out. I wish this movie wanted a family.
Awful! This movie should have an R rating. Do not pay for this movie, because they showed gore and nudity and said fuck all the time. It's so bad it just needs to have a restricted rating. Yeah, I mean, Kirk Cameron would be pissed.
I think the worst ever movie comments are a little harsh. However, it is poor enough that you gave it the lowest rating you can possibly give it on Rotten Tomatoes. You can't give it 0 stars, so you gave it a half a star, so, I mean, even that's a little harsh, right? However, it is poor enough that I would recommend watching any other movie that is on instead. Even if that would mean watching a genre you would not normally be into, like a Christian Thanksgiving adventure movie. I rarely watch those.
It was not funny, and I was pretty disappointed because movies with Ferrell, I read Ferrell for a second. I was like, well, it's movies with a great music producer.
I read it. It's spelled Ferrell, not
Ferrell. Oh, it is? Okay.
Yeah, his has an F.
I read that correctly then. Or however you spell his name. Oh, welcome. I now understand. But movies with him are always great and funny. You calling him a black person is the funniest thing about this movie. But I respect Ferrell.
I also respect Ferrell. I also respect Ferrell. Fell asleep. Woke up to a terrible group song. Checked to see how much longer the movie had since I was with someone. Found out it had 10 minutes left. Felt fortunate for the nap. Thankful John C. Reilly was in this movie. It was a really weird movie experience. I checked to see how much longer was in the movie, so you had to take out your phone and figure out how much longer was left in the movie. And you did it out of courtesy for the person that you were with? Were they enjoying it? Or were you just giving them more time to sleep? Like, did you wake up before them? Also, I'm often thankful for John C. Reilly.
So at the beginning of the movie, Holmes is about 8 years old in 1862. Later in the movie, he states that he is 46. The Titanic was not built until 1909, but with Holmes' age being 46, the movie must take place in around 1900, so the Titanic can't exist. Or the fact that, like, you know, there was a record player playing an 80s song during the cleaning of a naked body. Billy Zane can't exist. So you're dumb. This is the only thing you had to say about this movie, and you chose the thing that was intentional.
Also, that wasn't actually the Queen. At time, the movie was funny. if you got the joke, but most of it just sucked. Breaks my heart. Well, these sentences break my heart. Man, how much did you have at stake going into this movie if it broke your heart? I have never walked into a Will Ferrell movie in a position where it could break my heart if it wasn't good. I'm just picturing you just like being the last person in the theater, just crying, devastated that the jokes didn't land.
Anytime the man-child Ferrell is in a movie in a strange role, that movie will suck and be totally stupid. For example, Old School. I don't want to read the rest of this because from here on out, you're wrong. I'm going to read the rest of this. When he's a movie in a small part, put that together in your head. He's okay. For example, Wedding Crashers, he's like Adam Sandler. He's a semi-retarded man-child naively going through life, constantly amazed and bewildered at all the sparkly things. It's old, it's done. The sophomoric college doofuses who idolize him have grown up, gotten married, had kids, and he doesn't appeal to their juvenile sensibilities anymore. He needs to either start being a real actor in real movies or just go away. The semi-tarred stick ain't cutting it anymore. See, for my problem with this movie is they didn't go far enough. They we're going to do the crazy thing, and then didn't. And that was what was wrong. Also, he's done serious acting.
Now's the part of the show where we read a comment that's missing a word or two, and then we try and figure out what it is, but in reality, we don't do a very good job of it, and we just make a stupid joke. Hard to watch at times, but it did make me smile blank times. One times. Let's see what it actually is. But it did make me smile medieval times. That's not it. Let's see what it actually is. But it did make me smile toe times.
Yeah, I get a blank now. If you can sit through this film without your blank, I sincerely salute you. Without your pegging buddy. Wow. Without your pants down. Well, those are kind of synonymous. All right, here we go. If you can sit through this film without your eyes rolling back into your head permanently, I sincerely salute you. I mean, that's what happens when you get pegged.
It would be an insult to blank to equate this movie to one.
Tim Meadows.
To equate this movie to one Tim Meadows. Transgender musical theater. It would be an insult to transgender musical theater to equate this movie to one. It would be an insult to war documentaries. It would be an insult to God. It would be an insult to my dog. It would be an insult to P. Diddy. It would be an insult to dumpster fires to equate this movie to one. That's really funny too.
My kids said it was bad. I read my Rotten Tomatoes and went to Aquaman for second screening. Recommendations: check Rotten Tomatoes reviews first. Saves paying money for a money movie. Wait until it's a $3 rental. That doesn't exist anymore. Oh, that's supposed to be the blank. Wait until it's a $3 blank rental. Either way, what I said was true. Yeah. $3 X-Hamster rental? Netflix said no. X-Hamster is seems to just pick up everything Netflix says no to. They tried to buy Sense8, which, well, that makes more sense. Wait until it is a $3 Next Flick rental. NEXT space FLICK.
Because Netflix turned it down.
Yeah.
So Next Flick.
Right. It turned it down right when they were writing the sentence and they just didn't want to, like, really correct themselves. Verbal diarrhea, the correcting right at the end.
Thank you guys so much for watching. What did you think of Holmes and Watson? The three of you that saw it. We only went because we had a video to make.
So there's only one of us.
Oh, damn it.
That isn't being recorded.
Exactly. Put it down in the comments. Let us know what you thought of all these comments that we read. We thought they were pretty hilarious. We knew they were going to be because people do not like this movie. That being said, if it is your first time here, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the little bell right next to it. It'll notify you every single time we have a new video. We do record these videos live now on Twitch, as well as doing a bunch of other things. There is a link in the description. You can check that out as well. Till we see you next time, geek out and game on.